Assalamu alaikum and Eid Mubarak to all my subscribers and viewers. I hope everyone has spent quality time with their families, friends, and loved ones. And now it's time to study again. So today I have come with the lesson of Madina Book 2, lesson number 3. And today there are a lot of new topics in this lesson and there are a lot of explanations. So I'm going to divide my video into two parts. In the first video, I will just explain about the rules and the lesson, and the second part of the video will be only with the exercise of this lesson, because there are a lot of explanation in the questions in the exercises. So let's start with the rules first. What are the topics that is covered in this lesson? So first of all, in this lesson, you are going to learn about number rules, that is from 11 to 20. And then in this lesson, a new topic has come up, that is the comparative degree and the superlative degree. So both you're going to learn in this lesson. And then next topic is ordinal numbers. In Arabic, what you call ordinal numbers in Arabic, that is al-uqud. And then last of all is sister of Inna. So in this lesson, there is only two sisters that is mentioned, but I'm going to talk about all the sisters, inshallah. So now let's move on to the first topic here. So the first topic in this lesson, and that is the rules for 11 to 20. I have divided the rules of numbers into three parts for to make it easier for you to understand. So inshallah, there is rules from 11 to 20, but I will just cover the rules of 1 to 10 quickly in this lesson, for just because most of the people who don't remember the rules of 1 to 10. So I will just quickly go through that. But before that, let me tell you, I have divided the number rules into three parts. As you can see here on my whiteboard, a first part of the rules that deals only with number 11 and 12. And the second part of rules that deals with the numbers 13 to 19 only. So you can see the rules are different for the first two numbers, then in between the 13 to 19, and the third part deals only with 20. So before I go into details, let us take a bird's eye view on the numbers from 1 to 100, and you should have an idea how the rules are coming for the numbers from 1 to 10 or 11 to 20, and how many rules do we have. So let's check the numbers from 1 to 100. So as you can see here, there are numbers from 1 to 100, and I have given different colors for the numbers so that you can make out that the rules for certain numbers are different and similar. So the numbers sharing the same colors have the same rules. And here I have given totally a different color for 1 and 2. That means 1 and 2 has a separate rule different from all the numbers that don't share with other numbers. So the rules for 1 and 2 are totally different and separate just for number 1 and 2. So as you can see, I have given the different colors from 1 and 2 till 100. So as you can see here, 100 has a different color. That means 100 follows a different type of rule. Whereas you can see from 3 to 10, the color is different. That means 3 to 10 follows similar rule. And that rule is only for 3 to 10. So the rules that follows from 3 to 10 is not the rules that these number follows. These number follows totally different rules. And now you can see 11 and 12, the color is different. That means 11 and 12 have different rule, and that doesn't follow, and the other numbers don't follow that rule. And I have marked number 12 as the only mu'rab. Mu'rab means the one that changes, the structure changes. So you call in Arabic as mu'rab. And the noun or the number that don't change, what do you call that noun or number? Mabni. Mabni means its structure is fixed, it doesn't change, remains the same throughout. So number 12 is changing. Why? One may ask why it is more, why it is changing. Because 2 and 12, the number 2 represents duality. That means 2. It consists of 1 plus 1, that means 2. So in Arabic, if any of you have the idea about the rules of muthanna or duals, so they represent the noun, the muthanna noun represents themselves in different positions, not by haraka, but by the letters. For example, if a muthanna number comes, that means the number 12, it changes its structure and there are additions of letter. Inshallah, I will do this in detail when I come to number 11 and 12. And then from 13 to 19, the rules are different. So as you can see, the color is totally different, doesn't match with other colors. So that means that this rule is only from 13 to 19. So they have different rules. And 20 to 90, these numbers are called ordinal numbers, and in Arabic it's called al-uqud. So now you can have an idea about the number rules, right? How many rules are there and what number follow what rules. So it's now easier for you to follow the rules. And in this lesson, inshallah, only these two are covered, 11 and 12, 13 to 19, and the uqud is covered in this lesson. So I'm going to touch the rules for these three. And I will go quickly for the rules for 1 and 2 and 3 to 10. Before that, let's go through 21 and 22. I'm not going into the rules, just to make you a bit easier to understand the rules for 21 and 22. As you can see, the first two numbers, they have similar color, so that means the rules are the same from 21 22 to 91 and 92. So basically what I'm saying is, in Arabic, the numbers, the starting two numbers have a set of rules that follows. So from where does it start following? From 21 and 22, the rules remains the same from 91 to 92. And the rules that follow from 23rd to 29 and till 93 to 99 are the same. Rule are the same. So basically what happens, if one is going to learn about the rules of Arabic numbers, one should get perfect with the rules of 1 and 2, 3 to 10, and 11 and 12, 13 to 19, and uqud. Rest becomes easy because that it doesn't hold any information, much information, but it's really very easy. Oh, the only important rules that you have to repeat and repeat is the rules of 1 and 2, 3 to 10, 11 and 12, 13 to 19, and the uquds. So inshallah, it will be easier for you to understand now. And I have given 100 in a separate color. That means number 100 has a different rule. So now let's go and check the next topic. Sorry, I forgot to explain about the rules of 1 and 2 and 3 to 10. So any of you who don't remember, let me just go through quickly about the rules of 1 and 2. So remember always 1 and 2. The rules are like mausuf and sifa. As you can see here, mausuf and sifa. What does it mean? The adjective means the nouns and the adjective. So basically what is happening here? The number comes as a sifa after the noun. And from 3 to 10, what structure the numbers are following? What type of rules they are following? They are following the mudaf and mudaf ilayhi structure, in which the counted nouns are called ma'dud, and they are always plural. So they are always plural here. And what happens? the mudaf always change its haraka from damma to fatha to kasra. So the mudaf can change its haraka. And what about the mudaf ilahi? Mudaf ilahi always remains in the majroor case with the kasra, and the mudaf ilahi is always a jama. So this is the only rules that 1 and 2 and the 3 and 10 follows. So and now you know the 1 and 2 has mausuf and sifa, means the noun and the adjective, and 3 to 10 has the structure of mudaf and mudaf ilayhi. And what are the counted nouns called? For example, if you are saying 3 boys or 3 girls, so the counted noun girls or boys is known as ma'dud. And ma'dud means the nouns that you're counting, and it is always in plural form. This is the rule for 3 to 10. So now let's go and check the next topic. Now let's check the number rules from 11 to 19. So as you can see, as I told you before, 11 to 19, the rules are totally different. So in these numbers, what is the difference in 11 to 19 and 1 to 10? These numbers don't have name. For example, in English, you say 1, 2, 3, 4. There are names for numbers. Even in 11, 12, 13, 14, they have names for numbers. But what happens in Arabic? The number names you can find from 1 to 10. For example, Ahad, Ithnan, or Thalatha, Arba, Ashra, they have names. But when it comes to 11 to 19, they don't have names. How do they count? They are counted as 10 and 1, 10 and 2, 10 and 3, 10 and 4, likewise till number 19. So what is the structure that the numbers follow here? As you can see, here they follow as the structure of the numbers are mabni. They are made mabni on fatha actually. And on the last letter of the number names and ashara, you will find fatha fixed. They are made mabni, and they will remain the same throughout in any position in the sentence, either in the marfu or the mansub or the majroor case. And one may ask, why is it so? So I have given here the example, but before I go into the example, let me just complete all the rules. And what about the counted nouns after the number 10? From 1 to 10, from 3 to 10, the counted nouns are called ma'dud. I'm not taking 1 and 2 because 1 and 2 follows noun and adjective. Numbers come as adjective. So the counted noun starts from 3 to 10. They are called ma'dud because they can be counted, right? That's why they are called ma'dud. And this noun ma'dud comes from the word adad. Adad means the number, right? And adad and ma'dud is ismun maful. So it comes from adad means number, ma'dud. And what about the counted nouns from 11 to 99? As you can see here, 11 to 99, what happens? The counted nouns are called tamiz. And it also has a structure that has to be followed. So what is the structure of tamiz? Tamiz will remain. Now there are three important points about tamiz. They are singular, yes. They are always mansub, and they are always nakira. And it remains till 11 to 99. So this counted noun will remain the same from 11 to 99, and it will now be called as tamiz, and it is no longer called as ma'dud. Remember, this is very important point. From 3 to 10 counted nouns are called ma'dud, and from 11 to 99 the counted nouns are called tamiz, and the structure is singular, mansub and nakira. So now let's check the examples. So what you see here is 11 and 12. Sorry, 11, number 11. أحد وعشر طالبا. So where is the tamiz? The counted noun is طالبا. And what is the structure of the tamiz? It is singular, it is nakira, and it should always be mansub. So you can see taliban with a fathatain, and it's a rule in Arabic noun when it is nakira and it comes with fatha or fathatain, it comes with an alif, added with an alif. So it is now taliban. And what is the structure of the number? Originally, as you can see, if I can make it closer now, originally it was ahada wa ashara. So you can see here the wow in between. So this is the original structure of the number from 11 to 19. There was a wow in between. But what happened? This wow has been deleted, and the moment it was deleted, removed from the in between the number ahad and ashar, what happened? The ahada and ashara became mabni on fatha. As you can see over the dal, the fatha remains mabni. Over the ra, you can see the fatha remains mabni. So if you cannot see the fatha here, in here you can see the fatha remains mabni on the dal, and now it will remain mabni throughout from 11 to 19. For example, ahada ashara, ithna ashara, thalatha wa ashara, and arba wa ashara. All the numbers from 11 to 19 now becomes mabni on fatha. You will see the fatha, as you can see here, the fatha mabni throughout. So this is the rule for 11 to 19 for the structure. Now let's check the position of the numbers in all the three positions like marfu, mansub and majrur. How do you do the i'rab? So if you see in marfu case, what happens? Even though the numbers, first of all, how do you recognize, how do you know the numbers in which position they are? Always check the sentence first, what type of jumla it is. So here it is in marfu case, you can see the jumla is a failure, jumla failure. So first there is a file, I mean fail. Jaa is a fail madi. Ahada ashara. So what is the position the number is in? The number is in the position of a file, doer. So what is the formula that we should be following? That is file plus fail. So here you can see this is the file, the fail plus file. And ja'a ahada ashara taliban. So you need not take the taliban as maful bihi, because this is already a tamiz, a counted noun. So you have to just pay attention on the position of the number it's coming. So the position the number is coming is after the fail. So it's coming in the position of file, the doer. So can you see the changes on the last letter? It is no dhamma, but it's a fatha. As I told you, now it has become mabni on fatha, even though it's in a file position. And as you know, file falls under marfu position. It should have a dhamma over it, but it's showing a fatha over it. So that means these numbers remain mabni with fatha throughout in any position. So in marfu case, it's still having a fatha intact. So ja'a ahada ashara taliban. Ahada ashara means 11 students, and this number 11 is in marfu position, in file position, that means in doer position. Let's check the next one. This is also a jumla failure. So this is the fail plus this is the file. Number falls in it's not the file position actually. It's in the maf'ul bihi position. How is it in the maf'ul bihi position? Because you can see ra'i is the fail. Where is the file? File is the damir actually. File is the damir. And what about the formula of jumla failure? We have the fail, file plus maf'ul bihi. So our number falls under the position of maf'ul bihi. Ra'ay fail, to damir is in the position of file, and thalathata ashara taliban means we have our number in maf'ul bihi position. So this is the mansub case. So one may say, since it's in the mansub case, that's why it is having a fatha. No, you shouldn't. It is always in, it is mabni. It's not because in the maf'ul bihi position, that's why it's having a fatha, but it is made mabni on fatha throughout. So in Arab also, you're going to explain that it's mabni on fatha. What happens in the majroor case? This is also jumla failure, fail plus fa'il. So sallam is to greet. Fail plus fa'il. To damir is the fa'il. Ala is harf jar. And what about the numbers coming after harf jar? Tis'ata ashara taliban. So this is ism majroor. So I'm writing in short abbreviation. Sallamtu ala tis'ata ashara taliban. So since it's after harf jar, it should have a kasra here below the ta marbuta and below the ra, but still it's having a fatha here. So that means that it is in the position of majroor, but it will never show it with a kasra. It will be with fatha throughout in any position. So these are the rules for the Arab. And now check other rules also. For number 11 to 19, you should understand the structure of the numbers these follow. They are in two parts. So the first part has the number only, and the second part consists of the 10 ashara and the tamiz. It consists of 10 and the tamiz. So let's check the structure of the number here. So I have given here ahada is the first part, that is the number, and ashara, that is the 10, and the tamiz waladan consists of the second part. So you have to remember this structure for the numbers from 11 to 19. Why? Because when it comes for the rules, when you change the gender, so in Arabic, the numbers also have gender. And this is the most trickiest part in Arabic numbers, but inshallah, it will be easy. So first of all, just remember the first part has the number and the second part has ashara and the tamiz. So when changing the genders, since these two are always opposite in gender. So what is the rule? How do you change the rules of the gender of the numbers? The 11 and 12 remains the same. As I told you, 11 and 12 shares the same type of rule. So the gender remains the same. And 1 and 2, the gender remains the same. And what about 21, 22, 31, 32, 41, 42? All these two numbers will remain the same. The gender remains the same. The rule follows from 1 and 2 till 91 to 92. So example here you can see ahada ashara taliban. The gender is the same ahada. The gender of the number is male. Ashara, the gender of the number here is also male. Taliban, the gender of the tamiz is also male. So you can see the gender remains the same. Male, male and male. What about 12? The 12 also follows, as I told you, 1 and 2, 11 and 12. 21, 22, 31, 32, they all follow the same rule, means in genders. This is male, Ithna is male, Ashara is male, Taliban is male. So all these first part and the second part, the gender remains the same. What happens when 3 to 10 comes and 13 to 19 comes? The gender is opposite now. Opposite to the ma'dud, opposite to the tamiz. So let's check the gender. So here you can see the gender of the first part and the second part, that is consisting of 10 and tamiz, will be opposite from 13 to 19. So here you can see the examples here. ثلاثة عشر طالبة. So what is the difference here? As you can see, these two are feminine. So the second part is feminine. What about the first part? So I'll take a different color here. Thalatha remains male. Okay. Now, what about the male ones? What about the males? For the second part, it's the male, right? And what about the first part? The first part is feminine. So can you see the difference, opposites in gender? So how will you decide the gender of the number? How will you decide the gender of the numbers, whether it should be male or whether it should be female? This is mostly, many of you make mistake here in deciding the gender of the number. The simple trick to decide the gender is always, always, always check the tamiz. Check the tamiz, the gender of the tamiz. As you know, the tamiz and the 10 goes hand in hand. They will both be in the same gender. So first of all, check the tamiz. If it's a female, the gender will be opposite. The gender of the number will be opposite. So before jumping to write the gender of the number, always first of all check the tamiz. If it's a feminine, the gender of the number will be opposite. It will be male. Now check the gender of the tamiz. If it's a male, what happens? You will decide. If it's a male, tamiz male, then the gender of the number will be feminine, opposite. So you first check the gender of the tamiz and then decide the gender of the number. So I will do examples in the exercises and then inshallah it will be clear. So now here you can see the rules of 11 and 12 with examples. They both have the same gender. For example, ahada wa ashara, as I told you, the waw in between has been deleted, and the moment the waw was taken out from the number ahada ashara, or it's from 11 to 19, the moment the waw was taken out, what happened? It became mabni on fatha. And you can see the same gender, it's male, male and male. So this is a simple example here, 11 boys, ahada ashara waladan. So now let's check number 12. Number 12 is a bit different because it's morab. So morab means changing. It changes its structure because the number 2 shows duality, represents duality, means 1 plus 1. So in the Arab, in the Mansub and Majroor, it changes its structure. So let's check the example first. 12 boys. I have taken here 12 boys. That means Ithnan wa ashara waladan. The original number should be said like this: Ithnan wa ashara waladan. And as you can see, the gender is the same. Ithnan, the gender of number is male. The gender of this number 10 is male, and the tamiz is also male. So the gender remains the same since 11 and 12 shares the same rule. But original number is ithnan with the noon, wow, and ashara. But what happened? What is happening here? The uh, the number ithnan comes with wow and noon. So the moment wow was taken out, even the noon was taken out. Both of these letters were taken out, deleted, and instead, the moment it was deleted, now what remains? Ithna ashara waladan. So, what are the rules of dual muthanna? In marfu case, how do you know that ithna ashara is in marfu case? The presence of alif. This is the alif, or you can say alif of duality. It represents the marfu case. This number doesn't show its position by the haraka. And this rule, the rule of Muthanna, comes with number 12 only. That's why number 12 is different from 11 and 13 to 19, because it's a Muthanna number. It represents duality. That's why it is following the rules of Muthanna. So when it's in Marfu case, it represents Marfu case with the Alif. And as I told you, the noon has been deleted, wow has been deleted, remains as Ithna Ashar. So this alif tells you it's in marfu case. What happens when it's in mansoob and majroor case? So originally it was ithnaini wa ashara waladan. So this was the original one, ithnaini. So in this case, waw was taken out and even the noon was deleted. The moment it came and became cemented together, the noon is removed. One may ask why noon is being removed here. Because in Muthanna nouns and in the Afalul Khamsa, the noon that comes at the end, in this case, the noon here, Muthanna, and in case in Afalul Khamsa, in case in the Jama Mudhakkar Salim, all these nouns have an extra noon at the end. So basically, this noon is called noon zaida. Doesn't have any work in the Arab, so it's basically removed. So since here you are making the number and the 10 in one compact compound number. So in order to make this number into one compact compound number, this extra noon or noon zaida is also removed from the structure. So the noon and the waw has been removed, and now what remains in mansoob and majroor case? Ithnai with the ya and the sukoon. Remember, in muthanna case, the nouns have a sukoon on the ya, and that sukoon tells you that it's a muthanna noun. Ithnai ashara waladan. And now the moment waw and noon was removed, the last letter ra is mabni on fatha. And this ithnai, where the noon has been removed, it remains with ya and sukoon. Because whenever you come across a dual noun, the point of recognition of dual noun is the ya and the noon with kasra, and ya always have a sukoon over it. This is the recognition point of Muthanna noun. So this ya remains intact with sukoon and ashara remains intact with fatha. So there is a change in structure. That's why this number is called Mu'rab. And now you can see the only Mu'rab number, that is number 12. Now comes the number rules from 13 to 19. So from 13 to 19, the rules are totally different. So we did from 11 to 12. All the rules up till now was for 11 and 12. And now 13 to 19, these number follows the different rule. But some of the rules are same. For example, they remain on fatha. The gender from 13 to 19 is now opposite. So as you can see here, the gender is opposite and it remains mabni on fatha. For example, 11 and 12 also remains mabni on fatha, and 13 to 19 they also remain mabni on fatha. And the gender of the number and the counted nouns will be in opposite in gender, means the number and the counted nouns will be opposite in gender. For example, I have given here, let's see, from 13 to 19. For example, ثلاثة عشر ولدا. The second part, if it's male, check the tamiz. As I told you, check the tamiz. It's waladan, male. Then what is the gender of the number? It's feminine, right? It's the opposite. If the tamiz is male, the gender of the number will be feminine. Check the tamiz in this case. If the tamiz is feminine, what is the gender of the number? It will be opposite. It's male. So, asharat. And now you see the 10 and counted noun has the same gender, right? It will not change. These two follows together, and the first part, that is only the number, it will change, and they are opposite in gender. So, they are opposites. As you can see, opposites. So now let's move on to the rules of number 20. Now let's check number 20. From number 20 to 90, they are called uqud, and they are called ordinal numbers in English and uqud in Arabic. So what about these numbers? So the first and foremost point you can, and these are most important points, that they follow the structure of sound masculine plural. For example, Aishrun, the name of number 20 is Aishrun. So it is following the Jama Mudhakkar Salim, the structure of Jama Mudhakkar Salim. And now in this case, there is no gender change in number or in the Ishrun, the numbers, and the changes according to the position in the sentence. So the changes comes according to the position in the sentence. So what rule are you going to follow? Since from number 20 to 90, they follow the Jama Muzakkar Salim structure. So they will follow the rule of Jama Muzakkar Salim. What are the rules of Jama Muzakkar Salim? In Marfu case, as you can see here, they show their position by adding letters. Just like in dual case, you see the position of the noun by letters alif wa noon and ya wa noon. Alif wa noon in marfu case, ya wa noon in mansoob and majroor case. So likewise in jama muzakkar also, marfu case, you will see the Waw wa noon here in marfu case. What about in mansoob and majroor? You will see the ya wa noon. And I have given the examples of feminine and the male numbers. So you can check here the male numbers here. It's Taliban, male. And here you can see the, shall I take pink? Okay, let's take this color so it will be visible. So here the tamiz is in feminine. As you can see, the tamiz is in feminine. Here it's male. So what is the difference here? In male marfu case, you can see the waw wa noon. Aishruna taliban. So as I told you, tamiz will remain the same from 11 to 99. If the tamiz is male, can you see the gender change? There is no gender change here. Ashrun will not show its gender. Now the number will remain in Jama Muzakkar. It will follow the rule throughout from 20 to 90. So in Marfu case, it will show its position by Waw wa Noon. What about Marfu and Majroor? It will show its position by Ya wa Noon. Now, what about feminine? If the tamiz is feminine, you can see the tamiz is changing. Here it was Taliban, here it was feminine tamiz. What about the issue? Still, it's in Jama Muzakkar, no gender change. Only it is changing its structure in Marfu and Mansoob. So in Marfu case, it's Ashrun. What about in Mansoob Majroor? It's Ashrina. طالبة. So this number follows Jama Muzakkar Salim rules. And now let's check more examples here. Let's check here. Um, it is Ja'a, not Jara. It should be Hamza because it's Jumla failure. Ja'a Ashruna Taliban. So what is the position of Ashruna? Ashruna is in the position of file because fail plus file since it's a Jumla failure. And leave the tamiz. We are just following fail and file. Ja'a Ishruna Taliban means 20 students came. Ja'at, I have given the feminine version also. Ja'at Ishruna, no gender change in Ishrun. Talibatan. So this is feminine, and now you just have to follow the era. Fail plus file. Now the next one is mansoob case. Here, ra'aytu, fail, ra'ay, ta damir is file. So we have our fail and file. What should you look after fail and file? Maf'ul bihi. So ashrina falls in maf'ul bihi position. And as you know, Ishrun is a Jama Muzakkar Salim structure. So in Mansoob and Majroor, it will show its position by Ya wa Nun. So it will be Ishrina Taliban. Ra'aytu Ishrina Talibatan. What about in Majroor cases? Salam means to greet, and this is fail, and we have the file damir too for mutakallim. Ala harf jar. So if this is harf jar and number coming after the harf jar, it falls in is majroor case, and it will show its majroor position by ya wa noon. سلمت على 20 طالبا. سلمت على 20 طالبة. Feminine, right? So this is all about the rules of 11 to 20, the oppose and everything. So now let's check the another topic. So this is another topic that you will be learning in this lesson, that is the superlative and the comparative degree, called in Arabic as ism tafdil. And in this ism tafdil, there are two, superlative and comparative. One is used for comparing things, and the other is used for superlative. Like for in English, if you remember, there is good, better, best. So that's how in Arabic it is. But in English, it is totally different, but in Arabic, we have totally different kind of structure to follow for superlative and comparative degree. So first of all, about the comparative degree. Now, if you are doing the ism tafdeel, first of all, what you should know is whenever you want to use the or make an ism tafdeel from a noun, what scale you should follow? You should follow the scale of af'alu. As you can see here, I should mark it with the highlighter. It's the af'alu. Can you see the structure here with the hamza, fatha, fa, and fa and sukoon, ain with fatha, and lam with dhamma. So all the nouns that you make into ism tafdeel, into comparative or the superlative degree, will follow the scale of af'alu. All the nouns will be made on this scale. For example, I have given a lot of examples here. For example, صغير means small. If you want to make an comparative or superlative degree, the scale you're following is أفعل. So what will you make from صغير? أصغر. So can you see there is a fatha over the hamza? I should have given a fatha over it. Asgharu, and Sad is having a sukoon, just like Fa is having a sukoon. Next letter Ain is having a fatha. So here Ghain is having a fatha here. Ra is having a dhamma. Why? Because Lam is having a dhamma. So it's following the scale of Af'alu. So from Saghir, Asgharu. Tawil, Atwalu. Jamil ajmalu, Kabir akbaru, and Kathir aktharu. So you might have come across all these words in Quran. So what is the meaning? Saghir, small, but asgharu is the smallest or smaller. So now we will know how we will use in comparative and the superlative. So from tawil, tall, to atwalu means tallest or taller. Jameel, beautiful, more beautiful or most beautiful. Kabir means big, bigger or biggest. Akbaru. Kathir, more, much, and it's the most. Aktharu. So now let's check. First of all, we will do the comparative ones. So when you do the comparative in a sentence, so what structure are you following in the sentence? You will follow the subject, then the scale of af'alu, the noun you are making atwalu or azgharu or ajmalu or akbaru or kathir, aktharu. So you will follow the scale and then you need to add minhu. The moment you see a minhu in the sentence, you will know it is a comparative degree. You are comparing. For example, here I have given Hamidun atwalu minhu means Hamid is taller. So if you are translating this Arabic sentence into English, what will you translate atwalu into, tallest or taller? First of all, you will check what kind of structure is it. Is there a harf jar with the damir? Here, it may come with a noun also, or it may come with a damir also. So if there is a minhu, that means this is our comparative degree. So you will translate it into as Hamid is taller than him. So this is our comparative degree. That's how you recognize. This is the first point of recognition. This is a comparative degree. So the structure you will follow in the sentences: subject, scale, and then meaning. Now let's come and see the superlative degree. Superlative degree, when you want to make a statement in the highest degree, what will you do? For example, I have given here Hamidun atwalu talibin. So what is the structure it's following here? Atwalu talibin. It's following this structure of mudaf and mudaf ilayhi. And mudaf is the scale. Mudaf is the scale. So Hamid is the subject. Atwalu is falling under mudaf. That will be the scale. Atwalu. Talibin will be mudaf ilay. So when you see Atwalu Talibin is in idafa structure, know that it's the superlative degree. Now you will translate it into as Hamid is the tallest student. Tallest. So this is the superlative degree. So the structure, number one, the structure tells you, and the scale remains the same for comparative and superlative degree. Only the structure tells you the difference between superlative and the comparative. Now there is a small information on adding damir with the harf jars. So what kind of damirs you add up with the harf jar? That is the first category damirs. What are the first category damirs? They add up only with the harf jar. That is the ka, ya, mutakallim, noon, al-fa'ilin, ka, ki, kuma, kum, kunna, hu, ha, huma, hum, hunna. So these are the damirs that you attach with the harf jars. And there are a lot of damirs. For example, the damirs of the past tense, that is the tu, ta, tuma, tum, tunna. These are the damirs that attach only with the verbs. There are two category damirs. One that attaches with the nouns and the harf jars and the particles, and there are different kind of damirs that attaches only with the verb. So that is totally different. So that's why I have given this. The damirs that attaches with harf jar is these kind of damir. So you will come across these damirs all throughout the lesson. So let's check the next topic now, the last topic. The last topic in this lesson you are going to learn is about sisters of Inna. Inna wa akhawatuha. So what are the sisters? Inna, Anna. Inna means indeed. Anna means that. There is a difference in Inna and Anna. Inna is with kasra actually, and Anna is with fatha. So there is a kasra below the hamza. And Anna means that. And la'alla means perhaps. Later, wish means there is a difference in these two. They both are used for making wish. One is positive, this one is positive, la'alla, and later is for negative wish. It's for negative wish. For example, when you want to make a positive wish, for example, if you want to say, I hope that he is fine. I hope he is fine. So that's how when you use la'alla. La'alla Hamidun sahihun means I hope he is healthy. And later is used for when you want to make a negative, I mean the wish cannot be fulfilled, it's in negative. For example, in Quran there is an ayah in Surah Naba, ayah 40. This is the last ayah, you may go and check. The kuffars in the hellfire will say, Ya laytani kuntu turaba. They, like when they see or when they believe, when they see with their own eyes in the hellfire that they are not going to be saved, they are not going to be taken out from this hellfire, and they have to stay here throughout and throughout for infinity. And they have to feel the azab on them. So they wish that they turn into dust. So they don't want to feel the azab. So this wish cannot be granted. So that's when laita is used. Ya laytani kuntu turaba. So this is for negative wish, and la'alla is for positive wish. And this is called for taraji. And inna is the only particle which comes for emphasis. Emphasis, when you want to make emphasis in a sentence, for example, you want to say, yeah, surely I'm going to school. Indeed, Ana adhabu ila al-madrasati. So that's how in null, uh, you want to go to the school and you are positive. If you want to say in conformity, that's when you need to use the particle of inna. And in Arabic, in Arab, you have to say harf tawqid. Tawqid means emphasis. Harf tawqid wa nasb. Why nasb? Because the moment it enters jumla ismiya, it makes mubtada into mansoob case. And that mubtada is no longer called mubtada, it is called ism inna, because it was changed from marfu to mansub just because the particle inna has come. Similarly, all these sisters will follow the same rules, but the name of the ism will be changed. So anna simply means that, la'alla, later, and then comes lakinna. Lakinna means but. But comes in between two sentences, and ka'anna is used for comparison. Kafat tashbih, as you can see, there is a kafat tashbih. Ka'anna, as if you're making comparing. And all these anna, la'alla, layta, lakinna, ka'anna is called harf nasb. They are not used for emphasis. That's why they are not called harf tawqid wa nasb. They are only called harf nasb. Why they are called harf nasb? Because they just make the change on the mubtada when they enter jumla ismiya into mansoob case. So there is no emphasis in the sentence. So they are called harf nasb. In this lesson, we are going to do lakinna and ka'anna. So there are a lot of examples about them. So what happens when lakinna comes in the sentence? Lakinna, after lakinna, whatever noun comes, it will be called as ism lakinna. Then the khabar will be called as khabar lakinna. And you know, the ism lakinna will be in mansub, khabar lakinna will be in marfu case. Ka'anna, when ka'anna comes, it will make the mubtada into mansub. Now it will be called ism ka'anna and khabar ka'anna. So this is all the rules for sister of inna. Lakinna hamidan maridun. But Hamid is sick. Hamidan. So you can see the change. Hamidan. Maridun. So this is in marfu case. Khabar lakinna. And what about ism lakinna? It's in mansub case. Ka'anna hamidan. You can see the change. Ka'anna hamidan. Ahuka. Ahu by the wow. This is from the special five nouns. Asmaul khamsa. Ahuka. So this is in marfu case because khabar ka'anna is in marfu case. Ka'annahu. So I have given another example with the damir. As you can see here, with the damir. Instead of the noun, a damir has come. So how does it look like? Lakinnahu. So the particles, I mean these all particles can be attached with the damirs. What kind of damirs? The kaki, kuma, kum, kunna damirs. Lakinnahu maridun. But he is sick. Ka'annahu akhuka. That means as if he is your brother. This is our khabar ka'anna and this is damir is our ism ka'anna in this case. The damir here is the ism lakinna. So this is all the rules for sisters of inna. Now lastly, let's go on and check the lesson now. Dars al-thalith means the third lesson. Ahmed, this is also a conversation between students and teachers. Ahmed, kam taliban fi faslikum ya Ali. So he's asking Ali that how many students does he have in his class. So this structure, kam taliban, as you remember, kam is the questioning tool. It comes when you want to ask how many. And the noun after that coming will always be in tamiz. As you can see the structure, what is the structure of the tamiz? Let's revise. It should be nakira, mansub and singular. So this is with the fathat and mansub, nakira and singular. It should always come as tamiz with the questioning tool come. Fi faslikum, in your class, ya Ali. So Ali answers back, fi faslina, in our class. Now check the sentence here. Fi faslina. What kind of sentence is this? This is shib jumla. Arba'ata ashara taliban. So now can you check the structure of the number? Arba'a. What number is this? After the 13. So remember, from 13 to 19, the rules, it will be opposite in gender. What is the gender here? Of the tamiz. Remember, first check the gender of the tamiz. If the tamiz is male. And remember, tamiz and 10 goes together. So, what is the gender of the tamiz? Male. And now, what should be the gender of the number? It will be female. So I'm taking in pink. The gender of the number will be female. And now, what is the position of this number? Fi faslina, it's a shib jumla. So this is khabar muqaddam, right? Early khabar. Now, arba'ata ashara will be mabni on fatha throughout from 11 to 19. Mabni on fatha. Tamiz will remain mansub throughout. So the number will be mabni on fatha throughout from 11 to 19. So you don't have to check the haraka but the position in the sentence. So what is the position here after khabar muqaddam? Late mubtada. Mubtada muakhar. So if this is mubtada, it should be in marfu case. So the number arba'ata ashara is in marfu case, late mubtada. Ahmad says, At-tullabu fi faslina akthar. Now, can you check the structure of akthar coming from the noun? Kathir. And this is from ism tafdil. At-tullabu fi faslina akthar means there are many students in our class. Tullab is the plural of talib. Fihi, now again, a full stop and the sentence start. It's a shib jumla. I'm writing in short. Shib jumla. Fihi. So this is khabar muqaddam. And what is our number here? Our number is late mubtada. And it should be marfu. What is the haraka? Fatha. Mabni, built on fatha. 19 19. It was arba'ata 14. طالبا. So fihi, in it we have 19 students. Remember this? 19 students in Ahmad's class. Ahmad is saying that in our class we have a lot of students, and that is 19 students. Ya Ali. He's answering, saying to Ali, Ya Ali, masmu talibi al-jadidu. So you have to jump from meme to seen and cancel the Hamzatul Wasl. Wherever Hamzatul Wasl comes, that means you will see a small sad over it. That means it's a Hamzatul Wasl. And when it comes, you need to cancel it and join the sound from. And the alif of the ma questioning tool will also be cancelled. So masmut talibi, joining. So these are all tajweed rules. Masmut talibil jadidi. What is the name of the new student? Alladhi, who. Ja'a ams means came yesterday. So Ali says ismuhu. And what kind of damir attached with this? First category damir with the nouns. Ismuhu Osama. His name is Osama. The name of the new student is Osama. Since there are exceptions in Arabic, Osama is the name of the male, but even then you will find a ta marbuta at the end. There are a lot of names in Arabic which have a ta marbuta used for males, that is Hamza, Talha, Ma'awiya. They are all male names having a ta marbuta in the end. Ahmad says huwa tawil jiddan, means he's tall. So this is a normal noun, so the translation will be only tall. There is no ism tafdil here. Huwa tawil jiddan. He is tall. He is very tall. Jiddan means very tall. Alaysa kazalik. So this is actually a structure meaning, isn't it like that? Kazalik, like that. Isn't it? Alaysa kazalik. So Ali says, Bala. Bala means of course. You want to confirm, you have to say Bala. Of course. And this Bala is used in Quran so many times. Huwa tawilun jiddan. Why tawilun? Mubtada and khabar. This is also mubtada and khabar. And jiddan is a mabni structure. Comes at the end. It remains the same. The structure remains the same. Walakinna. Now, lakinna is coming here, and now you know the rules and about the lakinna is the sister of inna and follows the same rule of inna. Lakinna hamidan ism lakinna in mansub atwalu minhu. So what is the structure atwalu minhu? You check the structure minhu. So that means atwalu, the ism tafdil is coming as a comparison or comparative comparison, and it's coming as a comparative degree. Walakin means but Hamid is taller than him. Taller than who? Taller than Osama. Hamid is taller than Osama. Atwalu minhu, taller than him. So your translation will be taller. So this is coming as a comparative. Why? Because you can find the harf jar min with it. Innahu. Now you can see the inna is coming. Now he wants to emphasize his statement with inna. Innahu. What is the structure here? the structure is coming as a mudaf and mudaf ilayhi. Atwalu talibin idafa. So when you find an idafa, this structure is superlative. And what will be the translation? Tallest. Tallest. But the scale is the same. Atwalu, atwalu. The structure is different. One is atwalu minhu. The other one is idafa. Atwalu talibin. Indeed, he is the tallest student. Let's check. So he says, indeed, innahu atwalu talibin. This is the superlative degree. Indeed, he is the tallest student in our class. Fi faslina. Noon al filing for nahnu. In our class. You will translate it as in our class. Waman, this is the questioning tool man because meme has a fatha. Waman atwalu talibin, the structure atwalu is superlative degree. Why? It's in idafa construction. Atwalu talibin. Fi faslikum, who is the tallest student in your class? Ali is asking. Ahmad says, Atwalu talibin fi faslina Ibrahim. In our class, the tallest student is Ibrahim. So now you can see the changes in the structure. Atwalu talibin and atwalu minhu. Both are different. One is comparative, the other one is superlative. Ali says, Adaftaruka hadha. Yeah, Ahmad. So now this is something different structure here, and it has a long explanation. But I'm not going into detail, but it's I'll make it into a simple explanation after this sentence. Let's first read the sentence. A daftaruka. So this is the questioning tool. Hamzatul wasal. A daftaru. Daftaru, notebook. Is your notebook? Is this your notebook? So you will translate this structure. A daftaruka haza. Daftaruka haza, is this your notebook? You cannot translate this structure as is your notebook this? This is the wrong translation. Ya Ahmad. So he says, Ali says, Inna khattaka. Khat means your handwriting. Indeed, your handwriting is beautiful. Very, very beautiful. Masha Allah. So now let's check the structure. Daftaruka haza. Now let's understand the rule for Ismail Ishara with the Idafa structure. So this is very, very important rule in Arabic. Whenever Ismail Ishara comes with the Idafa, you cannot simply add Ismail Ishara in front of an Idafa. For example, this Ismail Ishara cannot be added in front of Idafa. There are special rules when Ismail Ishara comes, and when you want to use this Ismail Ishara with the Mudaf. So it has a different rule, and with the Mudaf ilay, it has a different rule. For example, in the book, the example was Daftaruka Hadha. So I will come to this later, but first of all, let's understand the concept of using Ismail Ishara with Idafa. So if you want to use the Ismail Ishara for the Mudaf, for example, Kitabut Tullabi, if you want to say this book, so our book is here, the Mudaf, and the student is our Mudaf ilay. In English, when you see the noun after the of. After of is our mudaf ilayh. Before of is our mudaf. If you flip the sentence of Arabic and when you're doing it in English translation, you have to see whatever noun comes before of is mudaf, after of is mudaf ilayh. So if you want to say this book of the students, if you want to say use the haza for the kitab, I mean the mudaf for the mudaf, you just cannot simply put haza before this kitab or the mudaf. In this case, what you have to do is take the mudaf, and then uh, the mudaf ilahi, then the mudaf ilahi. It's not working. Yes. Then the mudaf ilahi. It's not working. My whiteboard is kind of stuck. So you just need to take the mudaf and the mudaf ilahi. So when you want to use the ism al-ishara for the mudaf, you need to write the idafa, and in the end you have to put the ism al-ishara. Ism al-ishara will come at the end of the idafa structure. So your sentence will be Kitabut tullabi hadha. For this sentence, your translation will be this book of yours. Yes, it will be a little different in Arabic. You cannot use, this is totally wrong to put ismal ishara before the mudaf. You cannot write hadha kitabut talibi. It cannot be. You have to put the hadha at the end of idafa if you want to use the ismal ishara for mudaf. So this is the rule for Ismail Ishara. This book of the student. Now, if you want to use the Ismail Ishara for Mudaf Ilahi. Now, if you want to use in this translation, book of this student. So what you're going to do is bring the Mudaf and the mudaf ilahi together, and now if you want to use the ism al-ishara in this translation, book of this student, you simply need to bring the idafa together, and the ism al-ishara is to be used in the between. The ism al-ishara can come in the between with the mudaf. So as you can see, this ism al-ishara is used with the student here, book of this student. So your translation for this will be Kitabu Haza Talibi. The ism al-ishara will be in between with the mudaf ilahi. So when it is used for the mudaf ilahi, it can come in front of the mudaf ilahi. Why can it come in front of the mudaf ilahi? Because mudaf ilahi is marifa, and you know the rule, ism al-ishara comes always together with a marifa noun. So that's why Haza ismal ishara can come in front of the mudaf ilayh. But here, haza cannot be used for mudaf. Here, you have to put the haza at the end of idafa if you want to use the ismal ishara for the mudaf. So in this case, if you put the ismal ishara after the idafa, the translation will be this book of the student. Now, if you want to use book of this student, so your translation, the Arabic sentence will be Kita, just a bit, remove this and bring it in between. So you can bring the Ismail Ishara in between for the translation of book of this student. Kitabu Hadha Talibi. So today my whiteboard wasn't working very well. I hope it's clear for you. So this is the rule for Ismail Ishara. So adaftaru kahada, that means, is this your notebook? O Ahmad, inna khattaka jamilun jiddan masha'Allah. Ahmad says, shukran, thank you. Ya Ali, khatti. Now, khat is the noun and it's added with the damir ya mutakallim. So it means my handwriting. Jamilun means my handwriting is beautiful. Wa khattuka ajmalu means your handwriting is more beautiful than mine. So khattuka ajmalu. Ajmalu is the structure of ism tafdil. Khattuka, your handwriting is, you can say most beautiful or more beautiful. Man hadhal al fata. So fata with the alif makhsura, as this is the sign of femininity, but this is noun is for the young boy. Man hadhal fata. Who is this young boy? Allazi. If you get confused that what kind of noun is this, whether it's a feminine or a male, check the next noun. Allazi. So this tells you that it's a male. Allazi ma'ak means who is with you, Ya Ahmad. Ka'annahu akhuka, as if he is your brother. So ka'anna is a sister of inna, and it's used for comparison, as if he is your brother. So it can come with the connected damir, and this damir is of the first category, that is the kaki, kuma, kum, kunna damirs. Ahmad says, Naam, huwa akhi ash-shaqiqi, means he is my real brother. So he says, a akbaru minka. So there is a harf jar. So this structure is comparison. He elder than you? Huwa asgharu, means is he elder or smaller than you? So can you see the structure of questioning? Is he or? A questioning tool, and means or. Akbaru minka huwa. So can you see the structure? The huwa is coming at the end. So this is actually the structure of Arabic sentence that you have to follow. Akbaru minka huwa asghar. Is he elder than you, or is he smaller than you? Ahmad says huwa asgharu minni. So this is a comparison. He is smaller than me. So now let's check. Ali says, Fi ayyi. Now can you see the structure of this questioning tool? As I have always repeated in the lessons, that ayyi is one kind of questioning tool that can change its haraka. So since a harf jar is coming before it, so it has a kasra. Fi ayyi, which? Mahja'in. Mahja'in, hostel, dormitory. Ant, ya akhi, means in which hostel you are in, or in the dormitory. Ay mahja'in. So this structure is actually an idafa. Ay is mudaf and mahja'in is mudaf ilayh. And since it's having a kasra because of the harf jar. So Ahmad says, Ana fil mahja'i al-khamisi. So this is majroor following the kasra because of the harf jar, and al-khamisi is coming as a sifa following the same haraka. Let me take a different color here. وهو بعيد. Now, huwa is referring to the dormitory or the hostel. Ba'id, it is far. Now, this can be translated as he and it. Since it's referring to a non-living, so it will be translated as it. It is far away, very far away. Anil jamiati, from. Anil jamiati, from the university. أنا في المهجع الثامن, eighth, number 8 dormitory. This was 5th. So خامس, ثامن, these are all first, second, third, fourth, fifth, just like that. وهو أبعد من, there is a harf jar. So what kind of structure is this? Comparison. هو أبعد, coming from بعيد. From ba'id, it's made abadu. It is abadu, farthest. Farther. Farther means it's in comparison, not the farthest, superlative, but in comparison. Farther from mahja'ikum. So here, the damir is not coming, but the noun has come with the harf jar. So it is farther from your hostel. Ayyuhuma, ayyu, which of you two? This is for dual, And IU means which. So can you see this IU is coming for with the Dhamma? Why? Because it's the starting of the sentence. Here it came after Harjar, so it had a kasra. Ayyuhuma, which of you two ahsanu? Which, I'm sorry, you not you two, but which of these two? I mean, these two magi, the number fifth one and the samin. Fifth and the samin means fifth and eighth. Which one of these two are better? Ahsan, better. Ali says, Al mahja'u. Why Dhamma? Because this is the mubtada starting of the sentence. This is sifa, so it will follow Dhamma. Al mahja'u al khamisu means the fifth, number fifth dormitory or hostel is better. فَإِنَّ, and now he's insisting, emphasizing his statement. Inna ghurfatu awsa. Ghurfa, the room. I mean, ghurafu. Ghuraf is plural of ghurfa. Singular is ghurfa with the ta marbuta. So this is plural. Ghurafu. So can you see this change? Ghu, ra, and fa. Ghurafahu. Why it is a fatha here? Because of inna. Ghuraf is ism inna. That's why it is in mansub case. Fatha. Ghurafahu, its rooms. Awsa'u. Awsa comes from the noun wasi'. Wasi'un. Wasi' means wide. Awsa'u means its room are wider. وَنَوَافِزَهُ. Nawafiz is plural of nafiza. Nafiza means window. With a tamarbuta. Nafiza singular and nawafiz is plural. Its windows are akbaru. Akbaru comes from kabir. Kabir. Akbaru are bigger. Wa marahidahu. Marahid means the toilets. The toilets are anzaf nadif, coming from nadif. So these structure are all comparative. Anzafu. Anzafu, clean. And surur is coming from sarir, means bed. Surur is the plural of sarir. Sarir is singular. Allati. Why allati is used here? Because this is ghair aqil plural. You know, it's treated as feminine singular. Fihi ajmalu. Beautiful. Coming from jameel. So this is the end of the lesson, I think, and inshallah I will make another videos on the exercises because it has a lot of explanations in the exercise itself. So till then, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.